welcome back to Readaroo Kids. My name's Miss Kristi, and today we're going to read a book about an incredible little girl who practices her heart out to become the best gymnast she can be. It's called Nadia, the girl who couldn't sit still. Let's find out how she becomes such an incredible gymnast. Nadia, the girl who couldn't sit still, by Karlin Gray, illustrated by Davenier. In the village of Outschool, Romania, a country rich with forests and mountains, there lived a girl who couldn't sit still. She loved soccer, swimming, playing with dolls, and climbing trees. But she didn't just climb the trees. She swung from branch to branch until her family would call her home. Nadia! Nadia Komenesh was a feisty and fearless little girl. Once she got into trouble for trying on a pair of roller skates in a store and skating right out of the building. Another time, she couldn't wait for her father to tighten the screws on her new bicycle, and it fell apart as she rode away. And one year, she climbed up the Christmas tree to eat the candies dangling from the top and ended up underneath the fallen tree. Nadia, why on earth do you spend all your time climbing trees? Her grandmother asked her. Nadia answered simply, because they are here to be climbed. To find a place for all that energy, Nadia's mother signed her up for gymnastics lessons. When Nadia stepped into the gym, she felt a little overwhelmed by the big space and strange equipment, but she also saw plenty of room to jump, swing, and run. At school recess, Nadia and her friend loved to cartwheel their way around the playground. A gymnastics coach named Bella Corelli spotted them. Bella and his wife Marta asked the girls to join their new gymnastics school. Nadia's parents agreed. 6-year-old Nadia liked her math and science classes at the new school, but she loved gymnastics best. Bella and Marta taught her how to do a straight cartwheel on a line painted on the floor. Then on a low balance beam surrounded by cushions, and finally on the high balance beam. Nadia practiced all her skills until she mastered them and moved on to learning more difficult moves. Soon, Nadia was flying from bar to bar, from floor to vault, and high above the beam. When she was 9, Nadia traveled with Bella's team to her first National Junior Championships competition. After so much hard work and practice, Nadia had perfected her routines. But when she did a leap on the beam, Nadia fell. Angry and embarrassed, she tried again and fell again. With her ears burning, she tried a third time and fell for the third time. Nadia finished in 13th place. Disappointed but determined, Nadia continued to practice for many hours each day. And at the next National Junior Championships game, she won first place. Nadia kept improving and competing, practicing and perfecting, until she reached the highest competition. The Olympic Games. In Montreal, Canada, the best gymnasts from all over the world, including the Russian gold medalist from the previous Olympics, Olga Korbut, and Nadia Teresheva, were ready to compete. Judges scored each athlete's performance on a rating system from 1, a terrible score, to 10, a perfect score. You all know what to do, Bella instructed his team. Remember what we practiced and make yourselves and your country proud. Then, over the loudspeaker, Now entering the arena for the 1976 Olympic Games, the Romanian team. On the first day of the competition, Nadia's team performed on the beam, floor, and vault. Nadia scored a 9.9 and 9.7 and 9.75 on these events. Next, the Romanians took their turn at the bars, where Olga had scored a 9.9. Nadia mounted the bars. Now 14 years old, she was a long way from the forest in Romania, but she swung around as easily as she had jumped from branch to branch as a little girl. The audience gasped as she twirled and whipped and flipped. Nadia finished her routine by soaring through the air and landing perfectly on the mat below. The crowd exploded with applause. After a long wait, the scoreboard flashed a number, 1.00. A terrible score. Nadia looked at Bella. Bella looked at the judges. The crowd watched in confused silence. "What is Nadia's score?" Bella asked. One of the officials held up 10 fingers as a voice announced over the loudspeaker, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in Olympic history, Nadia Comaneci has received the score of a perfect 10. The scoreboard had been programmed with only enough space to go as high as 9.99 because no male or female gymnast had ever received a 10.00. Nadia turned to Bella. "Is that really a 10? "You bet it is, Nadia." Bella smiled and the audience went wild, clapping and cheering. But the competition was not over, so Nadia moved on to her next event and her next perfect 10. Again and again, Nadia's scores were perfect. When the competition ended, she had earned 7 perfect 10s. At the medal ceremonies, Olga and Lyudmila congratulated the new Olympic champion. Nadia won 5 Olympic medals, 3 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze, and became the youngest Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics ever. Reporters surrounded Nadia with questions. One asked her how it felt having the world's attention. "I feel just the same as before," she answered. One asked her if she had been confident she would win. "Yes, I was sure," Nadia said. And one reporter asked her when would she retire. "Retire?" she replied. "I'm 14 years old." When Nadia returned home, thousands of cheering Romanians, including the president of Romania, greeted her and her teammates. Now famous around the world, Nadia went back to Onest, back to her family, her school, and her gym, where she could fly from bar to bar, from floor to vault, and high above the beam. Even with all her achievements and medals, she continued to practice and aim for perfection. After all, Nadia was a girl who wouldn't sit still.
I loved reading with you today. If you liked this book, be sure to give it a thumbs up below. You can also click on the subscribe button so that you'll be notified every time we post a new video so that we can read together again soon. We always have activities that go along with our books. To get those, head over to readarookids.com. There's also a link in the description. There we do crafts, games, puzzles, and even some science experiments. If you'd like to get our free monthly activities, head over to all of our social medias and click follow. Again, I loved reading with you today, and I hope that we can read together again soon. Until then, Readaroo loves you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.